So after I planned, then it's easier to get some idea. So karma, so that's meditation emptiness. That's example used. So I is empty, action is empty, object is empty, samsara is enlightenment is empty, health is empty, samsara is empty, nirvana is empty, happiness, everyday life, happiness, problem, all the rest of phenomena is empty. As I mentioned to you, exists in the mere name. All those things which exist in the mere name. So, most unbelievable subtle. It exists, but it's like doesn't exist. I mentioned you already to write down. It exists, but it's like doesn't exist. Oh, so unbelievable subtle. So that's the reality. So from that you get the idea of do not exist from its own side. Do not exist from its own side. Do not exist by nature. Do not exist. Do not exist. Truly do not exist. So there's no real thing, real I, real action, real object. There's no real pizza, real ice cream, all that thing, what we're attached to, or we're angry to, an enemy, or somebody who abuse me, this is, enemy, you met that enemy for a whole year, months and years, and the enemy, this person so bad. So to say, so there is such a real thing. In reality, there is such a real thing. There is not such a real me. You have to understand. So you see, so in the reality, all is empty. Do not exist from its own side by its nature. Not truly exist. They don't not exist. They don't exist truly. So they're not real. They're not real. Realness from its own side. So therefore, you see, so that's why they exist, but they're empty. Why they're empty? That they exist. Exist meaning you have to understand therefore. So that now you can see middle way, correct way. You know, natural correct way. Otherwise it's wrong. Oh, you see, unified way. Existence and emptiness unified. So you have to write down. You see, that's what you can realize. So that's the correct one. So, I remember it's so bad. So I have to look at the text because I don't know the words, I don't remember the words. On the, because didn't don't want this shit. This Nagarjuna's root text, Nagarjuna's words from Nagarjuna's saying Buddha, who prevailed, who elaborated, who prevailed, and the Buddha's teaching on the emptiness. They wrote, resort to the collections of wisdom, I think, something. 6 different texts he wrote, so to just for that. That which is dependent arising. that which is dependent arising. That the Tongpa need to share, that is explained is empty. See, I explained the dependent arising, the subtle one. You see, existing in meaning. So, whole phenomena that which exists. So, I is an object, the whole. So, exists meaning. Most unbelievable. So, whatever is I, or whatever it is. So, now, that is explained, it is empty. Tongpa means share. So means do not exist from its own side. Sure that. So that means it is empty. That means it is empty. Tongpa means share. So it means that what is existing, what is existing, it's empty. So that you come to that point, you see. The next one, tiniest, tiniest, So that is tiniest, that is the mid-levels, or the clear. Just without word in the translation, what about the middle levels? That is middle levels. So the I word is middle level by the mind. That is the middle wave. That is the middle wave part. That emptiness. What we have realized. To eliminate the very root of the whole entire suffering, the hell, hundred animals. He may be all the problems, all the delusion, root ignorance, and then the 3% mind, the 6 root delusion, 200 delusion, 250 delusion. So all that, the root ignorance, that is the only one that eliminates the ignorance. You have to know that. So that what is empty, or that one is because it's merely input by mind. That which is empty is existing in by mind, in meaning. So that's all that is umelam. You know, umelam, middle way, devoid of nihilism, devoid of nihilism, and devoid of eternalism, truly exists from its inside. Is it real? Wow, that's that. So, middle of so now it comes. And anything that is not dependent arising, anything that which is not dependent arising, anything that which is not dependent arising, there is no such phenomena. There is no such phenomena. So, therefore, something which is not, there is no such thing as something which is not empty, there is no phenomena. Something which is not empty, there is no phenomena. That which is not dependent arising, that which is not dependent arising, there's no phenomena like that, which is not dependent arising. Okay, then also there is a phenomena which is not empty. There is no phenomena which exists but not empty. No, there is no such thing. This is similar to the above main concept. So as I said, you see, while it is existing, I should not take any phenomena. Enlightenment, hell, samsara, never. While it is existing, means in main name, you have to get the idea. While it is existing means me know existing, how does it exist? You have to get the idea, otherwise you get confused. So see, so there's such a phenomenon which is not the materializing. There's not such a phenomenon which is not empty. So emptiness existing from its inside. There's no phenomenon which is not empty of that. You understand? Truly, just as it the phenomena of form that exists in the mere name. Nagarjuna, even the sky exists in the mere name. The form which doesn't have elements, form which doesn't have element doesn't exist. Form which doesn't have element. So the fire, water, air, there's no form which doesn't have element. So therefore, even the mere name do not exist. Submission do not exist. Truly, even the mere name itself do not exist from its own side. So do not exist means do not exist from its own side. So what I mentioned, there are so many things. There's no eye, no form, no sound, no this, blah, 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 blah. So there's all mentioned. It doesn't exist from its own side, So even the mere name do not exist from its own side. Well, that's the Nagarjuna's words. You see, in the first second, the valid base aggregates, you see, the mind which focuses the valid base aggregates, and that mid-level I is first second, and the second of the second. You see, then you see, because in negative influence left on the continuation of the consciousness of the mind by the ignorance from beginningless rebirth, you see. So right after mere imitation, then the negative imprint project, like you see, you put you put the film that you take in the picture, you put the film in the machine, the electricity, then you can whatever picture it has, war, or people doing party or enjoying or whatever, it reflects on the movie screen. It reflects on the movie screen. Well, like that, the negative imprint power of 7th, that's a 6th, at the continuation of the mind. So that is so decorate or project the true existence, the existence from inside, existence by nature, as the real one. What we say real, every day, real, that one means existence from inside. That, the decorated, project. Then third second is then believe, then appears real, then believe, oh, it's true, oh, yes, it's true, 100% believe. Then this we have believing from beginning, this is birth was the I, for example, good example, the I, all that believe that. Then from that concept, the 6th real oceans of suffering, the 6th real happen to come from that way. We experienced it already numberless times, not one, numberless times from beginning to birth up to now. And if you don't die, if you don't practice dharma, but particularly you don't realize the emptiness, the principal aspect of, 3 principal aspects of Buddha Dharma, you see, renunciation, bodhichitta, right? That 3 principal aspects of Buddhism, you don't realize, particularly you don't realize the emptiness. This purpose email use it one time now, one time, then it's like dream. The people practice Dharma who have realized thing, but most people don't value the human body. You use the human body to make money, not money used for the human body, but you use a slave to the money. The whole thing, the whole human body, the whole 30, 40, 60, 100 years, what use for money, slave money or use of money. Not the money, the things useful to a meaning, this one, not that one. So other than that, not the one. But you've been servant for that. And so, total waste, total misused, and then this without talking about non-virtue, and unbelievable suffering, even so samsara in the world. It's without that. So, so it is particularly the real emptiness. You cannot eliminate the root of samsara, the ignorance, marigba. Don't eliminate it. Then you have to suffer endlessly. Again, 6 years suffer. Then also we have to go through all the human problems. Suffering of the rebirths, their heart suffering, go condensed to the heart suffering, old age, and sickness, and the paradise suffering, not the death, condensed, instrumented. All 3 types of something suffering of life, the depression, the dissatisfaction, all that. So this is not this we experience again numberless times. Again in the future, numberless times. you don't practice dharma, don't get practice dharma in this one. This one-time practicing reproduces. Totally wasted, misused. As the Dharma said, come back. The ocean was full of jewels, which kind of jewel you can get as much as you want, but then went back empty. So like the extent, that's the example. That's people who think that's incredible, totally crazy, so less, but we're using that example, not making life meaningless. So if you don't realize that the particular then you see, then you don't eliminate ignorance or something. Then you have to develop that. Then you see everything as an illusion. That's the result. Then you have direct perception of emptiness. Then you can see the seed of delusion karma. Then you can see that, from that you can see the cause and suffering delusion karma. Then you can liberate it from suffering, true suffering. Or the each in the ground, they are going to happen, everlasting. So, what I was going to say. So, you see, it should appear back to you after main level. It should appear back to you as its main level by the mind. It should appear the reality. You see, but it doesn't happen to us. So for whom that appears, for whom it appears back to the mind, main level of our mind, all that, you see, for us ordinary beings, as sentient beings, except in equal meditation, otherwise everything, whatever appears, eye, action, object, everything appears. Of course you realize emptiness, even you have direct perception of emptiness, you see, exists in the main, you have a realization, that's direct perception. But when it appears as it exists from inside. So you don't believe on that because you have a realization, not that direct perception, so you don't believe. So it's you see, the sand, you come on the sand where there's no water, and then after some time you go back, the appearance of where there's water. But you just came from that, you never saw water there, but after a while you look back, and then you have a vision of water, so mirage. So that's a good example. So the mirage, like mirage, like dream. Like that, see, illusion. So, all like that. So the mental control, even Arya beings who have direct perception, then you see that direct realize nothing exists from their side with all that. You see the one that break time, so that they post-meditation, the break time, when you're not in the post-meditation, the one eye, action, object, and they appear exist from their inside. You see, it has hallucination. But you know this is a hallucination. We don't know this is a hallucination. So far, we've been believing real, so we become totally trapped, totally like somebody might say, I don't want to say, but somebody might say, totally crazy. You see, so believe, oh, really? Yes. But you see, even the exalted beings, Pakpa, exalted beings, they see that directly, when they're not equal meditation, action, object, they appear existing from their inside. Existing from their inside. But the mental truth, the way he sees things like you come from sand. You see, whatever sunlight hits, and then you look at back, it looks like that water, but there's no water. So you know, you have the vision, but you know it's not true. Like that. You see that mental, that vision, like mirage, like dream, like illusion. So that you see. So now you see, So now the Buddha do not have hallucination at all. Why? Because the subtle negative imprint which decorated project the hallucination, the true existence, the existence by nature, the real. Oh, that totally purified, ceased, completely ceased. So, you see, complete, total purified, all obscuration. There is no obscuration. When you become Buddha, no obscuration, no grass, besides no grass, no obscuration. So that all the realization is completed. Subjective mode, some is totally purified. Jet is totally developed, nothing more to develop. Oh, some jet. See, that's the meaning of Buddha. That's the meaning of Buddha. So Buddha do not have the negative imprint in the mind, which project the self-negative imprint, that delusion projects hallucination. Do not have, totally cease, purified. So therefore, Buddha doesn't have hallucination. The sentient beings, even higher beings, direct perception, but they say, during break time of the Chetok, the positive meditation, they have hallucination. You know, whatever appears, there's hallucination. It is from the time. But, you see, there's direct into this body, realization. So, you see, it's like it's like for us, you know, as I gave example, mirage. You know the mirage. Oh, so there's not at all. You just come from that. So that's one example. It's like a dream. You know, you had a certain appearance, and you know, as I said, you become an American president, or I mean, you know, I think so. You had married and 100 children, or I don't know what it is. You had 100 helicopters, or you know, boat, or ships, or whatever. Anyway, whatever it is, whatever you like, whatever you like. So in the dream, you know, you have 100,000 times like that. Yeah, but then when you walk up, you don't have. Oh, that. Oh, I'm not. You can say during the dream, but I rather use to make it even more clear. When you walk up, you see, so then now you know it was dream, not real. It was just dream. You see, it didn't exist. Oh, so like that. That's all that. And then person will recognize this during the dream, who recognize this is dream. Dream, who recognize the dream. That example, who recognize dream, all appearance but no belief. It's not true. That, you see. So, it has this, even higher things, into the achieving matter. This is completely subtle and negative imprint. That was delusion, okay? So like that, for example, For example, I think in the mathematical text, they you see, magician person with the materials, the mantras or certain materials, so hallucinated the audience. Well, the person who doesn't know this magician person, then you see, then believe what appears, diamond palace, or yeah, they can illusion the people, like even city. There's no city, but can illusion the person as a city. They can create, they can illusion the person, the whole city. You see, can illusion. This is in text. So well, you see, person does not have the black, that magician person, then possible that you see the people believe the real, like palace or diamond or I don't know, yeah, something extremely beautiful, man or woman or whatever you see, gold elephant or I don't know what. Anyway, so far out things. So he can, you see, he can illusion the people, but people who don't know that magician person, he can create this inside. So this is the audience. They made an audience who believe the real. What is the projected? What is the projected by the magician person? Then consider creatures. They made an audience who does not as black magic and black magician person who creates things. So they must be real. So for us it's like that. For us, you see, for those who don't realize emptiness, don't understand that, like myself, see, then begin to believe in like the audience who does not believe the magician person, then believes what is appeared to, what is created by the person. You believe real. You believe the real. Or us like that. Us like that. Totally hallucinated. Totally hallucinated. I won't do that. I won't do that third repetition. I just do 2 times. So that example is enough for us to understand our nature, our life. Hallucination. Totally. Now I'm going to touch. I didn't mean that, but it happened. By accident. By our karma. So then you see, those who realize emptiness, you see what a magician person transformed and created. That person knows that magician person, this is what created, not real. Okay, now there's appearance, but don't believe. Okay, so but the purpose exalted ones who have direct possession of it. All that is to say that the appearance truly existent or the existing component side, the real, there's the real but don't believe. You see, don't believe. So we are Kopan, we think this all is real. Whatever the discomfort we have, real. Hot is real, cold is real. It is real, Kopan, it is real Gongpa. So it is real food, real, But you see, the person who realized that this is speak Papa as all once, then there was a direct person, everything. So what I prepare, it still appears from this that, but no belief at all, because the direct perception. The people who know that Blameti, and this is the present creator who know that. And there's so much appearance, all kinds of appearance, but don't believe. Then we have to reach the level. We have to reach to that level. Not only studying, not only studying, not enough. If you have a lot of merit from past, then connected to reality. But otherwise, just only studying. No, you have to calculate. Lama asked Buddha wisdom, all the Buddha's wisdom manifested this to grant wisdom to the sentient beings, to us, to bring enlightenment. So asked, how to achieve lamrim realization quickly? So then he answered, the first thing is to purify the obstacles, the obscurations. And so usually the Kazuri, Bhattasapa, there's those kind of things. Didn't touch by Buddha, practice one, there are many things, to purify. And then collect merit and settle them off from mandala, so explain the common experience there. Also you need to draw out that. So my idea is because then even though there's so many methods to purify, but the most powerful is fulfilling Guru's wishes and advice. All that, open service, respect. That's all those things, all those most powerful. That's the most powerful thing. Then of course similar, if you understand that, then make a mistake, go correct to foreign words, and negative mind to Guru, of course, that karma becomes the heaviest karma, negative karma. So that one has to understand all of that. Positive way, with positive Buddhist mind, with the fulfilling Guru's wishes, advice for the foreign service, respect. So then those, the highest, you find the highest merit and all of that. You see, from that you have to understand that there's no negative way to create negative karma. We have many things called clarity for the most friend. So on that. Then receive blessings. Receive blessings of Guru. Then one pointed prayer, through one pointed prayer, the Guru that's why just meditation, just go through the analytical, just straight, go through, never collecting merit, never doing purification, collecting merit, and never making a request to Guru, never involve Guru devotion. Guru devotion is kind of left out. No, that's not just Guru. So left out. So that is never touched, never developed. The one abundantly the request of Guru that receive blessing, Guru blessing, not there. So then you don't happen to like that. So then the fourth one is mind training in the actual body meditation, the Dalai Lama. Correctly following words, they realize the Guru embodiment of all, all the numberless past Buddha, all the present Buddha, all the future Buddha, and that every single action of Buddha's mind is all the Buddha, every Buddha's holy action, holy body, holy spirit, one mind, all the Buddha's holy action, all that you have to realize that. You have to realize that, and stable mind realization. And then you can have the lung realization, then gradual pathological, middle capable, then the heart capable, all that. And now simple is the right proof. Then we can have realization. Then next time stages, two stages, all that. You see, then you see, when those things happens, those four things, you see, then when those things happens, purification, claim merit, and the one pounder of Guru, Christian Guru blessings. Then even meditation, not much is done. Even few words use. In the teachings, few words use. Why? Then wake up your mind. Wake up. Then you see, click. Otherwise, it's just being words. Then, like in the past, you debate. Doesn't make sense, but true. Doesn't exist by method, doesn't exist by nature. But when you debate, you see. You think something else. You don't. What you're thinking right now is dharma. You don't. Never you don't think that. Mistake. Recognizing your mistake. Right now, the way you think, you believe. Never. Somebody, like something else. For years, that's it. See? But when this thing happens, purification, and the request of Guru one point. That when you the words, emptiness, clicks out your mind, clicks. Wake up! Then they see, for example, when those things happen, your mind goes everything, cultural conditions happen. Then, for example, there's a vase on the vase. There's a vase on the vase. Eye on the eye. So, you see, so that clicks out, and then, then you suddenly start. Then you look at the outside. The ceiling is from inside. The tangas in the brockets, red, blue, green, all from inside. It's existing from inside. pass, then I. You've been believing from beginning of this birth, not only from this morning, not only from rebirth, from birth, but from past, from beginning, but you don't recognize. And now, you don't recognize. Only now, then you'll get, then you recognize, then you'll get I said that. There's that's the I or the I. So now there is. So now you recognize, realize the gaksha, objective repetition. Say, a person gets the gaksha. So the realize. Now you recognize the realize. Yeah. I mean, somebody praise you, so you are so nice, you are so kind, and blah blah blah. You are so happy. So happy. That time the eye becomes so big. That time the eye becomes so big. You are the emotional eye. Your emotional eye becomes so big. Then also somebody said, you're bad, you're sorry, blah blah blah. Then your emotional eye again, oh, he hurt me, oh. Then you see emotional eye become very big again. Oh, but you never recognize. That's the gaksha, that's what you realize. Empty, doesn't exist. Neither. Oh, now? Oh. So some example you read. Oh, then, there's the eye, oh. You see the realize, then you see. So the eye on the eye is, first eye is merely image eye. So second eye is the real eye. Second one is the real one. Oh, so meaning like that. You see? So vast and vast. So first vast is the merely image vast. Then the second vast is real one. Existing one. So just do the two words there. Yeah, so that click, yeah. Then you see, then suddenly the I cannot stay. The real I cannot stay. No way. Once you recognize its fault, cannot stay. As it cannot stay. Shiva is dissolved. Still there, or I don't know what dissolved medicine in water was still there. Even though not in form, but still there is not there. Still there is not. The word dissolve, I don't know what. So Shiva dissolved, Shiva. So total non-existent. Total non-existent. So cannot stay as it is. So nothing to, you see, you've been holding, that's real eye, you've been holding like this from beginning of this rebirth. From this one from rebirth, from beginning of birth to past life, oh, but suddenly here, there's nothing there. And there's nothing to hold. When you realize it, I mean, I don't have good luck to realize it, but they say this. So certainly it's not there. You see, always been, as mentioned, yesterday, I want happiness, I want this, I want that, I want so much, so many, then you don't get well. You get angry, you get the people, they get angry, you get, so much problem in the life, But you see, it's not that. But you see, they don't know. Reality. That's realized not there. They don't know. Oh, that's biggest hallucination. Totally. So truly you torture yourself. All the suffering constantly, so much suffering. Yeah. So like that. All the time you suffer in the hallucination. Live in hallucination, believing in the real. That's the whole thing. So, what did I say? So, that's the. And then bodhisattvas, even bodhisattvas who have so much merit, then when they realize emptiness, because what I was even believing real. See, once you discover it's not there, Shiva, then so happy, tears come out, hairs stood out. But then, I remember one monk in the land of Kamaba in America. I think is the understanding, but it happened to him like that. Anyway, in the law intelligence bodhisattvas, that fear comes up when that experience comes up. I think maybe more fear than meeting tiger in the road. More fear than that. Deep, very deep fear. Very deep fear. When you realize anything, when you even just see, there's no eye. There's no eye means not a middle level eye, means the real eye. What Harsha says, no eye, no little, this means real eye. Truth exists more, is when the dharma. So, humble, then I think I mentioned to you, then law intelligent ones, much fear, unbelievers. The people, but the eye which is the real eye, you have been believing not about this only from birth, from beginners to birth. Now, he start to see, he's not there. There's nothing to hold on to. Nothing to hold on to. There's nothing there. Somebody cherishing. So when we see hold on to, then cherish, on top of that, cherish. That's the icon bodhichitta, cherish. See? So when you realize it, there's nothing there to cherish, then to grasp, to apprehend, to hold on to. There's nothing to hold on to. So that time, then when that experience happens, you may think, I'm falling nihilism. You may think it. If you don't know complete experience of emptiness, then if the teacher didn't teach you complete experience, for example, taught words from the text but didn't teach complete experience. So then when you realize, then you get incredible fear. Maybe I'm falling nihilism. Falling nihilism. But it's not falling nihilism. It's correct, but you don't know it's correct. So I'm falling nihilism. So much. I wanted to tell you, I think if you're falling nihilism, I don't think fear comes. For example, the eye. You look at the eye from the hair down to the toes, and you don't find the eye. So where's the mark? There's not mark, this, 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 not mark. So you don't find mark. Simply eye search, from your pieces. So you won't get fear. You won't get that incredible fear. You won't get my ideas. Why? Because it didn't. Your meditation didn't touch the truth in the eye. You didn't touch. So general eye or the middle eye, general eye, you see. But you didn't look real eye. What you believe? You did that. That left out, untouched to the hallucination. So general, then you wouldn't get fear because it didn't touch the doctor. Object, the eye, the real eye, the truth, you didn't touch. It's right there. So because you didn't touch, so even you don't find the eye, you wouldn't have that strong fear. That deep fear from that, you don't have that. But if you touch, your meditation touch Gacha, then you realize, then you don't find, that's the end. That's meditation, correct meditation, emptiness. Then fear comes. So I think the fear comes is the correct one. That's correct. You will realize emptiness. So therefore, what I'm going to say is, you have to cross the river, same thing. Like you have to cross the river, same thing. You have to cross this fear. You have to go through that fear. Like you have to cross the river, you have to get the other side. So you have to go through the fear. So that's the correct, that's the fear, that's the correct one. So don't be afraid of falling in the hills. No. Then the falling in the hills, then you stop. Then so many years you won't get the same point. You won't get the experience. So anyway, you see, what one should advise Lama Rinpoche. So there's a practice of purification and the collecting merit, and in one point a request from Guru, there is truth, blessing of the Guru. So important. So the fourth one, meditation. The example emptiness, yes. Then he's starting to meditation. So these three other things. So, but that's why the preliminary practice, prayers, or the practice, so important. It's not blah 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 blah. It's not you don't have time. You don't have to make your time. Blah 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 blah. Not like that. As I mentioned to you, person who retired, then nothing to do. You walk around your garden, open hours you spend because you don't know how to live your life. You have a job. You're retired, so you don't practice. You don't meditation. You don't practice recite mantra. Or Tibetans, man payment. Is the things that, and Switzerland, listen, Switzerland one time, there's no job for many people, I don't know what happened. So the Tibetan people were so happy because they can do prayer. They can do prayer, so happy to do time to prayer. So the Western people, they who don't meet Dharma, so unhappy. So so much anger. So I had a story. So anyway, So this is very important for you to not forget this, what I explained. So important. So therefore, this practice of purification and clearing mates, and there are many practices. Then, because one point of Krishna Guru, the blessing, so important, so important, so important. So when those things, you are only doing those things, all the experience comes. Then it becomes very easy to. Then the experience comes. Is it like you? Normally it doesn't happen. You don't see, you don't feel, but now you feel, like compassion, impermanence, whatever. You feel. What is it? You feel. Before it's just a word. You don't feel. That. You see, when your mind is with the present practice, when your mind is purified or then comes experience. Then you really surprise. You think, I will never get realization, maybe in my life, maybe not true. But when you really practice continuously, then experience comes. Then you surprise yourself. So it says, Torbo, Gadama Gesh Torbo. Torbo is Nepal. Very far, I don't know. Torbo, very far. Many others go there. Very far. So Gadama Gesh Torbo said that realization, bodhichitta or things that you believe that won't happen. Many years ago, but you see, when you practice, it happens within 7 years, even within 7 years. That's. Okay. So some Western people are kind of teaching dharma. Then you see, they're kind of attractive, intelligent, attractive. I don't know, maybe not fortunately interesting, but unfortunately interesting. I have one uncle, actually passed away. He was monk, but this old passed away. He said, couple months won't last. After some time, they will get a rucksack, then go to trekking. Means this rock, and go trekking, to earn money, won't last, he says. He said, unfortunate, clever. He said, unfortunate, clever. What unfortunate, clever. You have to know that. Unfortunate, clever. Clever, but unfortunate. So, could not stay as monk. Collect humble, they learn with the dharma so much. They pass the enlightenment. No karma to continue. So he's unfortunately clever. The couple months, he says. Some people are good at attractive many people, talking dharma, I don't know, talking attractive, but you see, they themselves don't know what guru devotion practice, there's no idea. Maybe Tibetan Lamas made it up for the benefit, made it up. Some think that someday don't feel comfortable to talk to others. They don't know. They haven't stuck well in that room. So I think that anyway. So these things, what I'm saying, this is inner science. Inner science, like this clock. You see, but so many things in turn depend on each other. It makes it gives time. Similar, all this lamrim meditation, how it works. Oh, so if you do correctly, it happens. It happens. You have to do that. As I explained, clicks your mind. So all the conditions come together. And that. So this is you plant seed in the ground. So water, soil, everything come together. They grow first. The others takes time. This one, which is all everything go together, grow first. Like that. Similar. And then maybe I can say. So you understand what I'm saying? So Buddha doesn't have it. So it's like somebody, you see, that magician person cannot illusion, cannot hallucinate. You see, that person who knows that is a magician person, he can hallucinate other people, but there's some people, maybe I don't know, realize being water cannot hallucinate. So that person knows as a magician person, I cannot affect his mind, his senses. So there's an example of Buddha. You see, then there's audience who knows that like magician person like this, then he creates all these things. It's not true, not real. You see, appearance but don't believe. Then there, as I said, people who don't know that it's like magic, magician, then believe it's real. So that I use the example of us, like myself, us. Totally believe the hallucination. Totally living life on this hallucination. Totally believe in the real. This is real I. Doing everything for this, but it's not there. Doing everything for this. Killing, cheating, sending one. Court case and doing war. 100,000 million, you have a power, put this eye to get that power, put this eye. Unbelievable, whole life. So much work, education, so much what is that, but it's not there. So, like that. Yeah, so yeah, so give example, I say, that's like us. the eye action objects, health, enlightenment, samsara, nirvana. It was the upper realm, the blip total on that. Then as a Lama Tsongkhapa explained. But I didn't finish the quotation. Lama Tsongkhapa is also that hallucination. You know, ignorance, executive nature, the true actually. Then next one, executive, bad, good, and then attachment, class, another hallucination. Then what happens with our life like that. So I didn't mention the last word. I'm not going to repeat the words. That was I said now. I said so. Tadagis the way this ignorance and the attachment, the way this wrong concepts, the way to apprehend, the objects, with the logical wisdom, with the logical reason, you can eliminate this wrong concept, this ignorance and this attachment. You can eliminate. You can prove it wrong. You can prove it wrong. You can eliminate. By mental thought, you can eliminate. That's what Lama Tsongkhapa mentioned. Okay, so I mentioned last time. So, and now I want that's you see, that's so that is the one way. That's the way. How? So you see, everything created by your mind. Your world is created by your mind. Your eye, action, activity. So you see. So. Everything's created by mind. You know? Like for example, I, it's created your mind. Mind focuses on the world best I get, then nearly improve the eye. You see? Like that. The eye is created by your mind. You must know that. So that all the phenomena created by your mind. Your world is created by your mind. So when you learn language, when you learn whatever subject, science or dharma, so that time you learn the name of the path, name of the suffering, name of, you see, you learn all the names, every name. What are you taught? You believe in that. So your mind is able the same thing, what are you taught? You see? So the whole thing created by your mind. So just give you an example. Then I want to say something. Just short. Old students they heard before, but they said, you see, now when you are a child learning alphabet, a teacher or your parents or somebody who teaches alphabet, they wrote on blackboard like this. You know, it's the M like this, you see, M, like that M. Okay, but we are not taught M. This is M, not taught. So, you see the line. You see the line like this. You see M, but you don't see this is M. That time. Because you're not taught yet. So you don't know what's called. So then you see, yes, you don't see this. You don't see this M. So, you don't believe this is M because there's no appearance that this is M. That's because you haven't labeled this M. After your teacher taught you this M, then you follow the teacher, you believe in that. And then you label M. After you label M, then M appears to you. Then you see M. Third time, first time you label M. Second time M appears. Third time, then you see M. You see like that. Graduation like that. So you see, seeing the M depends on where back your mind is label M. So the M comes from your mind. M that you see comes from your mind. You understand? Like that. So you see that comes after somebody teaching you M. So that is just to know how it came from, how everything. So like that, it's like the I, like the M, whole phenomenon came from mind. That's the example. Whole came from your mind, came from the mind. Man created. So they must not create. Then of course, you see, then of course now, this, the real M, you see the real M. Real M pure, then you believe the real M, okay? Now where's the real M? This one is not real M, this one is not real M, this one is not real, this is not real, even also that is not real M. Depending to these, your mind immediately will M, yes, but there is no real M. All this is not real M. All these are base, because all these are base to be labeled M. M is a dark sheet. What is to be labeled? This line is a dark sheet. Base is to be labeled M. So base is to be labeled M, and the dark sheet M is they are not separate, but they're different. Just like the I and aggregate. They exist differently, not separately, but differently. Or that's the same. They exist, the base, this base, and what is labeled M, those two are exist not separately, but exist differently. You have to know that. So therefore the real M is a little loophole we can't find. This is not real, this is not. Even though that is not real because it's the base, that's the base. So if that's the end, then the aggregate will be I. You know, the Catholic. Man being I, body become I. Oh, you see, all the atoms of the body will become I. So many eyes. Oh, I don't know how many atoms you have. Yeah, so that's true, the beginning wrong. Oh, you have to debate, you have to see the mistake. So when you buy a ticket in the airplane, you see, you pay money for one person's ticket. So there's so many eyes, there's so many people, so many people, so many persons, so many people. Then you have to pay tickets for everybody. You have to pay tickets for every. How many eyes you have? So there are many mistakes in that. So I'm just giving you an example. So you should check more. So, you see, so you see, so this is just dakshi, basis to be labeled. Okay, what is the level dakshi? That's N. All those two are different, exist differently, but not separately. Okay, so all like that. So this is not okay. So that it proves that real is not there. It's wrong. It's a hallucination. Hallucination. The sense the real eye. No, you see. Okay. So now I'm giving an example, but we have to elaborate everything. You see. Okay. Okay. Now, so you see. So you see. That's one thing to understand. So important to understand. Okay? So then came you see, they discriminate bad and good. You see, bad and good. So that, you see, you call that bad and good in the life, you see. Like that, you see. So, I think habituation from past life. Habituation from past life. So, color or food or shape, whatever is bad, one is good. So, people's body, you see, somebody's body is handsome, so beautiful, but somebody's body is so ugly. And so, so due to your past life, habituation, or your culture, you see, your society, what society believes this way shape is good, this shape is not good. Sometimes society, you see, culture. So anyway, so like that. So however, even that same came from your mind, and then came from the habit, came from also related past life, your cultural habit is your past life recognition, you see, like that. So, you see, bad, good. You see, this good, this is bad, you know. I mean, you see, among the 100 people, I'm one person. One person, 100 people. Some people see this person body most exciting, so they what you call it, exciting, handsome or beautiful, you see, for somebody. For somebody, most ugly. For somebody, it's okay. Not beautiful, not ugly. So you see, there are all kinds of one people look at this person, they see many different ways. They label, there are many different labels. Label and label after label, then they see their right. Oh, so all of that, you see. Now I'm going to stop. Also, yeah, so like that, you see, things came from the mind. not can, you see, like this. I tell you one thing, please keep this. You see, you never find this person body interesting, but then this person been very kind to you, very kind to you, helping you, then you see beautiful. You understand? You never thought beautiful this person's body, but this person is kind to you, helping you. Then you stand forward, then you see very close to the person, very beautiful. You understand? It changes. Your view of the person changes, even to yourself. Not only different people see different than one person, but even you see different in different time. You see different. Or something very, very beautiful, very. But then you see when the person angry to you, only angry to the person, when the person is angry to you, when you person, you see, you don't see beauty. You don't see very fearful. You see the person very fearful. You know, not beautiful, very fearful. Oh, like that you see. Even you see beautiful before. Oh, so what I'm going to say is, so therefore, somebody abuse you, or somebody criticize you. Abuse you, not on sex, but abuse you many ways. Working very hard, or many ways, you know, abuse. See. So now that person angry to you, upset you, you didn't do anything bad, particularly, you see, to harm that person. But anyway, so all that, so careful your mind. All that came from your mind. Do not exist from the society. It came from your mind. Your mind creates. So therefore, it is said by Shantideva, great Bodhisattva Shantideva said, that's what the Buddha said, you know. Not only said, but that's the reality. That's what it is. 문제 다게 생냐 dindo이 노바치 대외 생냐 체질이 나 문제 대중대 디 그러는다 야토나 말하긴 소 오래 생생 먼저 다이게 생겨나 되는 다이게 레지 꾸지니 다 너제 대중데 대외 심지 명동은 다이게 다 말하긴 oh that was must write down must write down, then you understand. Otherwise, one time you hear, then gone, you know, another life kind of gone far to another universe, sort of that, you see. So, so write down, then you can say again, if you have a problem, so helpful, bring so much peace in your mind, life. So, which in my karma persuaded, which in my karma persuaded, therefore, I I receive this harm. So what is that? People, so whatever it is, criticizing your backside, or whatever, angry or whatever. Now, not just dealing with I receive harm. Therefore, I receive harm. By that, so the person creating karma harm you see, the person creating karma. Then what happens? Then that makes person to be born in hell. Like the mother said, didn't I lose the person in the whole hell? Means he is now, this person, he or she is now a human being. But then because the person harmed you, creating karma. So, you see, harmed you with the anger, negative mind. So that makes person to born in hell. Lost from the human and went to the human, hold held. Oh, that because in the past you treated that person, abused that person in the past lives. Not necessarily this past, this life, but in past lives. Can be in life before this, can be few lifetimes, can be many million, billion years. You have to know that. So you, like a lady question, you are karma pursuit. Like a lady question, pursuit. Therefore, I receive harm from that person. By that, it didn't I make rules in the whole hell, that person, all that is, you see, so the last is, you see, to recognize correctly the evolution, it came from you caused. It came, the person giving harm to you, whatever, it's because it's a result of past, you harmed the person. That's why this happened. There's always a reason. What in 24 hours, to whatever you do, pleasure, discomfort, whatever you experience today, it's all has reason. All has coming reason. It's past karma you created. Everything, whatever happens today, whatever you experience, came from your action, what the past, what is that? So you see, all that, there's no anger, so peaceful, your mind, so peaceful. Not only peaceful, not get angry, not revenging back. Court case, why was this, cut so sliced, sorry. So you see, not only that, so it helps to get angry, or to revenge, to get angry, revenge is totally wrong. That's totally wrong. That means again. So what I'm saying, 24, 25, 24 hours, whatever we experience, everything is reason. Discomfort, pleasure, whatever everything is reason. Everything is the cause to have. That's your karma from past life, this life, before, this morning or yesterday or last year or in the birth or in life before. So, so you see, to not get, it happens to not get angry. To not create karma, hang back. So if you hang back, that means you create the karma again. Because you are hanging back, so you create the karma for 500 lifetimes. One action harming, 500 lifetimes, you get harmed by others. If you cheat one sentient being, then you get cheated 500 lifetimes. Or you get killed, if you kill one, intact one kill, or you get killed 500 lifetimes. Oh, because of this, yes, experience is low cost. So that's why he's on Dalai Lama. Young Tibetan people want to fight China. You see young Tibetan people, like a normal country. But his only advice, don't fight. You see, practice compassion to China, practice compassion. So in peace, you see. So to have success in peace, not by fighting. That is Buddha's advice. Or if you fight, then you are you suffer, you use the harm from others, no end, never end. Always so much suffering, you are harming others, no end. And you are receiving harm from others, no end. So therefore, you see, practice compassion, peace. That's really that. Then you get success. So this is all that we see. And so that is one example. This is one example. So if you harm, then all that you create suffering continuously. Then you receive suffering from others continuously. You understand? So that here you see now not only that you practice compassion. Instead of anger, you practice compassion, you help. Whatever you can do, you help. Even reciting mantra or mantra and help to not born in hell, and to generate bodhichitta heart and to achieve whatever you see, you pray, you dedicate your meditation, you help. So you can bear talking or even just meditation. So I want to bring up this, bring to this from emptiness problem. You see how you can from your mind. It's so important to realize this. So I think it's I think that's a stop there. So think so important, very important. That's Buddhism. What Buddha advises. What is reality? That. So that's all that makes what makes your life most beneficial for sentient being. Not only you, most happy. More than to be free from samsara, not only that, to achieve for sentient. Okay? Thank you so much. Everything the Jambada Sankashi made up why you took another to the Javara. Chandu Sendu Rinpoche Majeva, Manteji Java Nyamba, Due to all the past, present, future, made it to correct by material, made it to correct by numberless and numberless Buddhas. That which do not exist from the society, and I who do not exist from the society, which is the Buddhahood which do not exist from the society, lead all the sentient beings who do not exist from the society to that Buddhahood which do not exist from the society. By myself alone who do not exist from the society. Jamban Bhavijita Timbada Kundu Samboti and the Jinda Kundi Jitun Daraj Gawati Datam Jiratu No to the Shili Javata Jijum Mahakama to the Noy, the Kivesa to be some what you have to know. Okay, good night, thank you.